Okay, now that I've finally managed to get the microphone working, this is the video tutorial that I promised SpasticonOnline for geothermal generators. Now, the first type of geotherm that I'm going to show you is the one that's here. It's extremely basic, but I'm going to build this one first, and I'll show you how to build this one. And from there I'll go up to an intermediate and to a more advanced design. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to show you is how to build the stone scaffold that you're going to want to put the geotherm on. It's generally a good idea to build this sort of scaffold, because that way you'll be able to retrieve the geotherm later, not the geotherm, the pump itself, without it falling into the lava. So, yep, I've still got myself some stone here. Now, before we continue, I'll just give you a rundown of what you're going to need to do this. You're going to need 2 levers, you'll need 2 glass tanks, 1 bat box, 1 BuildCraft pump, 1 geothermal generator, 1 redstone engine, and 1 steam engine. And you'll also need some charcoal for the steam engine as well. Okay, so let's get into it. Whoops. So, yeah, now this is just 3 by 3. My mouse isn't working very well, which is really annoying me. Yep, there we go. Okay, so that's done there. Now you can probably see what that looks like. Now the next thing that we want to do is we grab our pump and we just put it there. Then you get your 2 glass tanks, put 1 on there and 1 on there. Now the next thing that you do is you get the one of the redstone engine, and you can just put that there. Whoops. How did I get that up there? Oh no, that's right. No, there's one thing actually that I forgot. First you've got to put down the geotherm itself, and just put that there. The other thing that I forgot is that you're going to need 1 wooden waterproof pipe as well from BuildCraft. I always forget one of these things for some reason. But yeah, here's the single wooden waterproof pipe. So then what you do is you just put that there, and you'll also need to take a wrench and just right click that, and that'll make the lava flow from the tank directly into the geotherm. Now if you get your redstone engine back and just click on there, and then we've got our steam engine, and we just throw that there like that. Then you get 2 of your levers, and you put 1 lever there and the other lever there. And then you can just get your bat box. Now if you put this down with it facing you against the geotherm like this, it'll start filling up with power when you turn it on. Now the first thing I'm going to do is use this pump, the steam engine, to run the pump up to fill up these 2 tanks. So I'll just put some coal in, and then I'll just hit the switch. Okay, and that's going to fill up the lava. Now what I'll do is I'll just pause the video here and I'll come back when that's full. Okay, now that that's full, I'll just turn this off. And then what we do is we come over here and we turn this one on, which is our redstone. Now the reason why I use a steam engine for this one is because it's got a bit more work to do, obviously. Moving this lava all the way up into the tanks. I've seen some really disastrous engine setups in some YouTube videos for this, people using 4 redstone engines. It's a lot cheaper and much more compact, as you can see, to basically just use one steam engine. It's the same recipe for a single redstone engine. The only difference is you use stone gears and 3 cobblestone. And for that you get a pump which is as powerful as the 4 redstones, and you don't have to wait for it to warm up or anything, you can just put it straight on. And this, as you can see, is causing our bat box to start to fill up. Our bat box is very nearly full already, and it's also filling up the internal capacitor, the internal tank of the geothermal as well. Okay, so that should be demonstrated for you. I'll just wait until this fills up. Oh no, well I don't even really need to do that. I mean, you get the idea. Okay, so this is just our basic geothermal, right? It's very simple, it's very compact, it doesn't need a lot of stuff to build, and you should be able to do this sort of fairly soon after you get started. I mean, you are going to have to go on one initial mining run, yes, because this will take quite a lot of iron. You need iron for the BuildCraft pump in particular. But yeah, it's not really that hard to set up to build. And once you've got this, of course, you can just start running cabling out of there and run your macerator or whatever else you want to do. Okay, so that's that. And this is Spasticon's original design, which I've just re-implemented myself. I realised that he was actually right about not really being able to do this any other way without using the BuildCraft pump, not the BuildCraft pump, the IndustrialCraft pump, at least that I could see. This system actually works really well. It took me a little bit to realise what was going on, because I hadn't actually seen the advanced pipes in BuildCraft before, but yeah, it works really well. It's a great design. He's done really well. I'm just finishing up a thermopile array here that's going to be used to power a Redpower pump for the last type of geothermal setup that I'm going to be showing here. I didn't include this fully in the tutorial because it's really not that hard to set up. This is going to be an 8-node array because the Redpower pump does need quite a lot of power. All you've really got to do is just put the lava down under the thermopiles and then just put water around them. I don't know whether I mentioned it, but Shadowdragn has done a fantastic tutorial, very quick one, but a great one, on how to set up thermopiles. So you can just Google that and check that out, but it is pretty straightforward. Before I go on and put the pump in, I just thought I'd give you a look at the completed thermopile array here. As I said, this is an 8-node array, and look, I've probably got massively excessive wiring here, but I just like doing it like that for some reason. I've also put 3 battery boxes in. Again, I'm not sure why I do that. I just like to I guess have more than one charged up. You know, I figure redundancy is good. Okay, so the batteries have charged up a little bit now, and I'm going to start putting the pump in. In order to do that, there are these things called grates that you've got to put in. Now, you've got to put one of these at the point, at an input and an output point. You've got to put one of them at the point where you're trying to drag the lava up from, and you've got to put another one at the point that you want to send it into. So I'll just, I'll set that up and then I'll be back. Okay, sorry, so I've got the pump set up and I've got the grate here and there, and I've got it wired up as you can see. I'm just going to build the scaffolding around the grate and the chamber that the IndustrialCraft pump is going to go above. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so I've got the IndustrialCraft pump and I'm just going to put that over the grate here. Now what's going to happen with this is the lava's going to come in here, it's going to get pulled up into the pump there, and it will go into an IndustrialCraft geothermal generator, which I'll be putting next to, right next to it. So this is, as you can see, a much easier way of getting the lava out. You can also just fill up empty cells directly by just putting them in here as well. The one problem with this setup, however, is that it's very expensive in resource terms. You'll have to have a look at the recipe, the crafting recipe for the pump. I'm just getting stuff in with NEI for the purposes of demonstrating this, but if you have a look at the recipe, you'll see that it is very, very expensive. Yeah, so anyway, I'll just get the geothermal generator and some of the other stuff put in. Okay, now I'm just about to start up the pump. Now, something a bit strange here, I've got to put in a rechargeable battery just to initially get it going. Once it's going, it'll feed from directly from power from the geothermal, so it won't run from the battery anymore. But another weird thing with this is it'll only draw the lava up when there's actually a cell in there, but as long as it's feeding lava into the generator, it won't actually use that cell. However, what you can do if you want to is cut out some of the reinforced stone, and you could just put in a chest next to that, and then if you just put some more cells in, it would fill them up. And I was actually doing that at one point. You might be wondering why this is so heavily reinforced. The reason why is because I have had containment breaches in the past, and that's really not something you want, believe me. I've had fires and it's just really not good. So anyway, I'm going to try and turn this on now. This leads me to another point. This timer has to be set to a 10-second interval, because otherwise it will end up being too fast, and you'll end up with it'll be trying to pump lava into our containment chamber here before that pump is able to actually get it out. So anyway, I'm going to turn this on now and see what happens. I might possibly have that round the wrong way. Yeah, I think I do. Just one sec. I finally got this to work. It turns out that, yes, it was turned around the right way, but I couldn't put it on a timer. The timer that I had it on was on too slow. I just had to actually use a lever, and it's just pulling it out full time now. So yeah, that's even more reason why you've got to have the containment on there. Now obviously I haven't given myself enough room here because there's still the other machine there, but from here what you do is you just connect your bat box up to the geotherm here and go on as normal. I'll just put the bat box in here and you can just watch it start filling up. Okay, and I've got the sound from IndustrialCraft disabled because it was annoying me, but if you see here it's starting to power up. So yeah, this is the other way of getting geothermal power. The very expensive way, as I said, you wouldn't believe how much it takes to build one of these little pumps. It's ridiculous. The other thing that I can do though is, I can't actually do it here now because I don't have a chest connected to this, but if you wanted to, I probably wouldn't do it because I'm a bit worried about the safety issue, but if you wanted to, you could remove these two blocks, and I've done this before, and then just put a double chest there, fill that up with a stack of 64 cells, because it's only got one now, but if you fill it up with a stack of 64, and then once it's filled the cells up, it'll just put them in a chest for you. It's really, really easy. It's great stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that, and there isn't really anything else here now, so I guess that's it. I hope this helped. I think it's great. I mean, the pump is hell to build, as I said, but once you've got it built, it's really good because you can just, yeah, it's really, really simple. Yeah, I'll talk to everyone soon. Just as one more quick note, the timer actually does work on the pump, but what you've got to do is I think I actually had to put a length of redstone wire between that and the pump, but as you can see, it's working now. Although I don't know whether our yeah, this is still using a battery for some reason. I might have to run some copper cable. Where's some copper? Yeah, I'll just get one piece of copper cable and put that. Oh no, I'll need a bit more. And just put that there and see if that works. Oh, wait a minute, it filled up the cell. It hasn't done that before. Normally it just keeps it there. But it's done it again. And it's not actual. Oh no, that's why. It's because the geotherm's full. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'll just take the battery out, and I'll just test this and see if it runs down. Okay, so it looks as though it's being powered by the geotherm now. Hopefully it will be. Where's our next lava block? Oh, what the? What the hell? I didn't turn that off. It just went off. That was weird. Okay, well, yep, okay, so it's running from the geotherm now. Okay, well, yeah, that's pretty much it.